It's Monday, May 18th, 2026, and the severe weather outbreak will continue for another few days. Also, the temperatures in the east could shatter records. Now it's time for weather. Let's get right into it. First, let's start off by talking about the severe weather for today, and there is a moderate risk for parts of Kansas, Nebraska, and Missouri, where 1 million people live inside this moderate risk, and the enhanced risk stretches from Oklahoma all the way to Iowa, and there's also a slight risk of severe weather from Texas to Michigan, covering about 45 million people. Now let's take a look at the tornado threat. There is a chance for EF2 or greater tornadoes to develop in this area, specifically in the red area. And this more than 5 million people live in this area. Also, numerous tornadoes are likely this afternoon into the evening in this area. And the wind threat is mostly for winds up to 75 miles an hour in this red area. And taking a look at the hail threat, we can see there is a 45% chance of large hail issued for this area, where hail could exceed 4 inches in size. Now let's take a look at the severe weather risk for Tuesday, May 19th. There is a large slight risk of severe weather stretching from Texas all the way up through Vermont, covering over 45 million people. Taking a look at the tornado threat, we could just see that there is just a 2% chance of tornadoes in the Great Lakes and Northeast region. And taking a look at the wind threat for tomorrow, we can see there is a 15% chance of damaging winds from Texas through Vermont, and the hail threat will mainly be isolated to areas in Texas and Oklahoma. Now let's talk about the temperatures for this upcoming week, and starting off with today, we can see the northwest is really cold. There is some snow falling in the upper mountain areas, and temperatures will be in the 20s and 30s during the morning hours. As we move throughout the day, this is the early afternoon. Again, we can see temperatures still below freezing in the mountains, but looking towards the east, we can see a divide in temperatures. We can see temperatures nearing the triple digits in the southern Great Plains, especially in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. And also along the East Coast, temperatures will be in the 80s and 90s from Florida all the way up through New York and Massachusetts. Moving through to tomorrow morning, we can see temperatures in the teens in the mountain ranges. This is below average for this part of the country, of course. And as we move towards the afternoon hours, where storms fire up, we can see temperatures again along the East Coast are in the 80s and 90s, where we could break some records. Now let's move through to Wednesday, and this is Wednesday early afternoon. We can see things are finally starting to warm up a bit in the northwest, and temperatures are still above average from Louisiana all the way up through Maine, where again temperatures could be in the 80s and 90s again. And moving throughout the week, we can see temperatures do return a bit back to normal, unless you live in the southern half of the country, where temperatures could still be 5 to 10 degrees above average. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned, because I might be going live later today to talk about the severe weather and cover the severe weather. And I will see you all next time.